Game over! Mamma mia! Game over!
Good evening, internets. How are you today? I'm good too. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So, we're here today in the wake
Of Steam.
Yes, in the wake
I'm
of
glad you have cancer.
What?
Wait, what?
Cancer, it's a great game on Steam.
Okay.
Get that on
Skating right past that, we here have survived Steam sales. Barely.
I didn't even go to it, so I'm good no matter what.
And, yeah, so we wanted to talk about them today.
Yep. I got a lot of games this Steam. This is actually my first Steam sale. So.
So,
This is the first one I've participated in.
Yeah,
oh really?
Yeah.
for me too.
So wow, so both of you guys, this was kind of like the learning the hard way, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of games that I wanted to get that I probably wouldn't have gotten otherwise if it wasn't the sale, so. Like Saints Row 4, I'm really happy.
Saints Row 4. Actually, fun story. I guess.
Is it actually fun, or are you just saying?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's fun. No, but fun story. The reason I'm actually such a huge Saints Row fan is because of the first Steam sale I participated in. That is like a winter sale a whole shit ton of years ago. I got Saints Row 2 for $7, and to this day maintain it was one of the best purchases I ever made, because that was, for $7, that was a steal. And pretty much been buying Saints Row games ever since.
Yeah, I bought the franchise pack or whatever the Steam sale was, like, I think it was $19 in total, but it came with Saints Row 2, 3, and 4 with all the DLC.
Not one?
And it didn't come with one, but
I don't think anybody talks about one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's generally kind of the redhead stepchild of.
Well, it's the one that started, and they didn't really have a clear idea of what they were going for.
Well, it's kind of more of a GTA clone.
Yeah, it does have its distinct elements from GTA, but it's pretty much, for the most part, a GTA clone.
I mean, number one especially. I think the other ones found their own.
Oh yeah. Saints Row 2 is certainly a very different game from Grand Theft Auto. In fact, Saints Row 2 I think is so good, so good. So
It's kind of
It's a monster.
Saints Row 2 came out like around the same time as Grand Theft Auto 4.
yeah, and they're two. You can tell where the design diverged.
Yeah.
But that's a sidetrack, really. Or
Yeah.
for today's episode, do we want to talk about the games we have gotten during Steam sale, or do we want to talk about Steam sale in a more meta way?
I think we can do
Yeah,
both.
we could do both.
All right.
I mean, I'm going to be silent for the part where you guys talk about all the games you bought, because I didn't buy anything.
You didn't buy anything?
He doesn't play
I am
PC
broke.
games.
And I am
Oh,
broke.
yeah. Well, that's the reason why there's Steam sales.
Yeah.
For people who can not afford it to buy games, people who just can't afford anything still can't afford anything.
That's true. And games are
Where's
a luxury pastime.
Yeah.
I feel
definitely.
like Steam sales are like a subconscious way to get you to spend all the money of the little money you do have.
Oh,
Oh, I spent all of the money I have.
Sure.
All none of it.
the as with all sales, it really isn't basically just to get you to spend more money than you would ordinarily. Um, I mean, shit, I spent $60 in pretty much a weekend on Steam sales.
I spent I spent around like $60 too, but like thinking about it, like how much money I usually spend on like video games if I'm buying a game new for like one game on the console, it's like $60. So I got like,
Roughly the same on PC.
yeah.
Well, aren't they $59.99 now?
They're kind of going back down for PC because of Steam sales.
No, I mean the console games. Aren't they $59.99 instead of?
Yes, they're $60.
$59.99 is $60.
instead
No,
of,
it's more than that, isn't it? Doesn't it? With tax, doesn't it end up coming like
Yeah.
70?
No, I thought it became like only like 65.
$63 and something cents, or $64 and something cents.
Yeah, but it's been hasn't it been $59.99 for a while now?
Since Generation 7 started.
Oh, okay.
Nintendo games tend to be $49.99.
Some of them
$39.
are $59.99, like their higher tier ones, like once the Wii U came out became $59.99. Some of them are not.
I know there was talk before like the next gen systems came out or whatever, like the next gen games were gonna be like increase in price or whatever, but and it ended up just staying the same.
Yeah, it was gonna be 79, was it? Or
70. I think.
69? I mean, sorry, wasn't it gonna be 70
I
before?
remember it was 70. It was gonna be like 70, which would be ridiculous.
We're not even talking about Steam sales.
Weren't games used to be like 120 though? Like weren't games like very very expensive?
No,
Like when they were cartridge.
pretty much.
Brazil, they're 120 because of in Brazil and Australia because of tax reasons. Even after conversion, they're $120.
Wait, really?
And in America, back in the cartridge eras, prices kind of went wild. Some were okay, some weren't.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like Genesis games or like Saturn games.
Oh yeah,
With the advent of like digital games now, it seems very silly to keep like the same price for digital games versus like an actual physical copy of a game.
yeah.
And that's where the whole like dilemma comes in. Like, I mean, Steam's great. I think honestly, the other marketplace, like Xbox and Sony's marketplace, they really, at least with their digital games, they should have it at a lower price, just by default. But you're not gonna get. Developers don't want that.
Well, I think
Also, you don't want to make like GameStop mad. Like
yeah,
retailers
I think
mad.
that's a bigger factor in pricing games. Who has a generally good relationship with GameStop, especially since they get to, in many cases, blame GameStop for high prices or
Yeah,
uh,
Nintendo almost found a way around this.
GameStop sells digital games though.
Now they do.
No.
They didn't always.
not initial, like this is a newer development.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the games industry has traditionally gotten to blame GameStop for price hikes while collaborating with GameStop to
Price hike.
for price hike and getting specialized deals. It's a very positive relationship.
Xenoblade! Sorry,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
coughing there when I was trying to say Xenoblade.
And the industry would be loath to kind of burn GameStop and other brick and mortar stores by lowering digital prices and effectively driving customers away from GameStop.
You do not want to attack the Walmart.
Yeah.
GameStop's closed over 120 stores.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
That's because their
they were
business
doing
model
great.
is not the greatest.
Well, yeah, because no one likes a middleman, and no one likes a middleman that's actively screwing you. Like,
One of the higher ups in GameStop, like a while back, I saw a news story on it. Was like stealing money from the company. You see that?
No. And we're talking about Steam sales, right?
Yeah, we were talking about. Never mind. Anyways, but I really don't. Honestly, I really don't care if GameStop goes under.
I would feel sad about losing our main source of games, but I don't feel any love for GameStop. Just that, like, oh, our store's gone.
They're really not the main source of games anymore, though. Like the
main store.
if they're
Xenoblade really made me mad.
their business practice.
Mortar, they've been eclipsed by things like Walmart
Yeah.
And
yeah, but that's
Amazon.
not. That's a.
And Best Buy.
Best Buy.
I don't think Amazon is a brick and mortar store, but okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, but they're all encompassing. GameStop is the game store.
Things like Amazon and Steam have actually come to encompass it in digitals.
They also buy phones now, though.
Yeah.
Well,
They're,
but
they're
the phones
trying-
are gaming devices.
What they're trying to do is they clearly realize that their business model is failing, and they're trying to diversify.
Yeah.
They mentioned that in the closings that they were going to change into. Some of the stores were going to change their focus to like other electronics as well.
Yeah, which is a shame because we're losing our game store. But whatever,
I
I
don't-
have no love for GameStop.
I don't feel any sympathy for GameStop though, because their business practice over the years.
No sympathy for the devil, man.
There was a whole dilemma. I can't remember exactly for what game, but GameStop was wrapping used games of that game and making them new price.
That still happens, actually.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
Xenoblade happened with Xenoblade like most recently.
that happened.
It's $80.
I think it was actually the opposite with Xenoblade, where they got new games and wrote them as used.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
Yeah. The more GameStop employees you know, the more you hear about things that.
Okay then, so our Steam sale episode.
Oh wait,
all
before I
about
forget,
GameStop.
there's one guy I do feel bad about. There's one GameStop employee. He was really cool. He was just like this old. He was like this like early 20s black guy. He had like an eye patch. He looked really badass. I feel bad for him.
This guy sounds metal.
Yeah, he was like really cool. He was like if like Nick Fury was working at a GameStop.
So, why'd you feel bad for him? Oh, I mean, other
If
than
GameStop went under.
Wait, what?
If GameStop went under, I would feel bad for him. He was pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I know
GameStop goes under. It's not because of Steam though. It's because of the
death. It's really death by 1,000 cuts kind of thing.
Well, like, yeah, I think most people who would buy stuff from GameStop anyway wouldn't know about Steam, really.
Well, and it's like Steam long ago pivoted away from PC games, so that wasn't really that did have an impact, but the only way you could argue that Steam killed GameStop is Steam was kind of the poster child for digital distribution of games, an idea that has gained popularity, and with its increasing popularity is slowly pressuring down GameStop sales, but that's a stretch. With a business as big as GameStop, it's really one of those things where there's a lot of factors that contribute to a slowdown in sales.
Okay then, so can we talk about Steam sales now?
Well,
Actually?
we were just talking about Steam sales. I was talking
Yeah,
about
bro.
Yeah.
Bruh.
But
Steam.
yeah, so actually, Jeff,
Hmm?
what did you get during the Steam sale?
Come to me. I'm looking for the thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I should actually look at my thing of the thing.
'Cause you can't, for some reason, you can't look at the purchase history from within the app or something. It's very weird.
Yeah, you can. It's very strange. Can you look at it through the website?
Yeah, you can look at it through the website. Your
did not-
retail transactions.
I did not know that.
It's fucking weird.
That is weird. Log in.
By the way, I found this out. It's actually a fairly popular extension or whatever, but this is good for people listening to us. If they don't know about this. And you guys probably already know about this, but there's an extension called Steam Enhanced, which is just for a browser or whatever, and it basically just redoes the for like Steam sales and stuff. It will, if you like put the cursor over it, it brings up the pricing with other websites too, like Amazon and stuff, so you can actually just compare right off the site.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so you can actually find out if Steam is actually having the lowest price at the given time, or if it's Amazon or whatever.
Where is this? I was here one day.
I'll post that in the description once the video is
Yeah.
up.
Oh, there he is. Account details. There you go. You know how to get there,
Okay.
Jacob?
Okay then, I'll now go through a list of all of my games. Well, I'm done. You're up next.
Go, Christine.
I actually got a lot this time around. I was really excited because I didn't get this game personally, but somebody got it for me through the sales, and that was Child of Light.
Oh, you got Child of Light.
What an evil person.
What?
No, just referring to the person who got you that game.
Okay. And so I got
Fuck
Child
that
of
guy.
Jeff is jelly.
Jeff is Jelly.
He didn't get me. He owes me $20.
What are you, Slender Man?
He owes me $20.
I feel like you're
Wow.
coming for his soul. But anyway, I was really torn between getting DMC Devil May Cry and Devil May Cry 4, but I ultimately ended up getting 4.
That was a
And I'm
mistake.
really happy with that.
Oh, okay.
I would not have recommended to get 4, but
Yeah,
that's because I played
I wouldn't have
4.
recommended that either.
Have you started Child of Light yet? Or
Yes, I started yesterday.
how is it?
It's really good.
Oh, how's the writing from the guy who wrote Far Cry 3?
It's the same guy?
Yeah.
Who did
Really?
Child of Light?
He wrote Child of Light, he wrote Far Cry 3. He's the writer.
Is that why everything is so forced?
Yes.
Well, I feel like some of the dialogue. I mean, nobody speaks in this game, but except for the narrator. But the dialogue is in rhyme, so some of it is kind of forced. Some of the jokes are kind of forced, but otherwise, I would definitely recommend this game because the music was written by this French artist called Beatrice Martin, and it's the best music. I'm so happy with it.
It's an RPG, right?
Yes. I think so.
I saw the trailer for it. It looks interesting.
You've been playing it and you don't know if it's an RPG.
No, I was just making sure in my head if I was right. Yeah, it's an RPG.
It's like based on JRPGs, though. Is what.
Uh,
Yeah, it is turn-based, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
It is turn-based.
That's what it looked like in the trailer.
Isn't there like an element system, too?
I haven't gotten that far in the game.
God
I-
damn it, Christine.
From what I've seen, I mean, the attacks I can use so far are just really different sword styles. And that's about it.
Okay then,
That's as far as I've got.
next game on our list of games bought.
Yeah. Oh, did you get anything else?
I'm just looking. I got Skyrim. I got
Nice.
Goat Simulator.
The greatest game ever.
I didn't wind up picking up Goat Simulator.
You didn't? Oh, dude, that's so good.
I got Castle Crashers. What else did I get? Oh, Dragon Age. I bought Dragon Age last night.
That was good.
The one with the DLC.
Yes.
Ooh.
And
Actually,
I think
something that pissed me off.
Hmm.
I was going to talk
Yeah.
about Mass Effect 2, but
Expand on that later.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay, any more games, Christine?
I think that's it for what I bought. Yeah, that's it.
You want to hear my massive list?
oh god.
Okay, I got Awesome Knots, which is an indie game. I haven't played it yet.
Watch them name like 3 games.
Battle Block Theater, Castle Crashers, Chivalry, Medieval Warfare, Dark Souls 2,
There's a single player game.
DuckTales Remastered, which is a great game if you haven't played the new DuckTales.
The old DuckTales.
Well, yeah, but like the remastered version of it. It's like they did a really good job. Anyways,
It's way forward.
Wait, what?
Way forward. Good.
Yeah. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, Gary's mod I bought, Goat Simulator, all the Half-Life 2 games, Hitman Absolution. All the
That's
DLC.
good game.
I haven't. It's good. Okay.
It's really good.
Well, I bought it for really cheap, so I was like a
Seems
nice.
so incredulous. Good?
I got Risk of Rain, which is fun. Rogue Legacy, which is like it's like a roguelike. It's kind of interesting. It's like Castlevania-ish, but every time you die, you start over as like one of your offspring, and they have like, a random like
Quality.
dwarf color blindness or whatever. It's interesting. All the Saints Row games. This game called SteamWorld Dig, which is a Castlevania
Yeah.
like game. Have you played it?
I was gonna get it for the 3DS.
It's actually I played a little bit of it. Actually, it's pretty good. I bought Surgeon Simulator 2013 also. That's fun. And Elder Scrolls I bought, Tomb Raider, and Torchlight 2. So my backlog of games is I'm set
No.
for the next couple of months.
I would
Okay.
say definitely play Tomb Raider. That was a stellar game.
Yeah, I've been playing into it. I mean, it looks really nice on a computer, but like I was surprised by how good it is.
Yeah, it was like I'd heard great things about it, but I just really enjoyed it. Sorry the game wasn't more successful.
Yeah,
It eventually made its money, got 6 million sales.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I got a steal for that game, only $5.
Nice.
This is really good.
Okay, next list of games.
I believe.
Do you have it? Do you find it, Joseph?
No, I did not.
It's just store.steampower.com/account.
.com/account. Okay.
Yeah. It's under store transactions.
I see account details under there. Yes. Yes. I see it now. Did you finish it? Had you finished your list or?
I was just calculating how much I spent.
Oh, okay.
63.24.
63.24. Nice. Can you do that? Is there like a calculator?
No, I did it manually.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see. So, oh wow, I purchased a lot more than I thought I did. So first day I got XCOM, all of it. I had already owned XCOM. I was just getting the Bureau, which I haven't played yet, so I can't say whether it's good or not. And all the Enemy Unknown DLC. So far, I'm enjoying the Enemy Unknown DLC. It's it's pretty cool stuff. I didn't play a lot of it because I got distracted by other stuff I bought. I got some Tomb Raider DLC for like $1. I got Divine Cybermancy.
Yes.
I need to play that with somebody. So Jeff, you and me are gonna be on that.
Okay.
Far Cry 3, which I was saying before the podcast, I'm not really enjoying so much. Kind of just didn't really like it. Democracy 3, which I haven't started yet, but I'm really excited to. That looks like a super cool game. For those who don't know it, it's a kind of politics simulator where you're the president of a country and you're trying to both be president and get elected for your next term in office. So it's got this really complicated, interesting voting system where they have the game randomly generates citizens of the nation, and you can see how you're polling with the population based on these kind of test vote or basically voter screening kind of stuff.
Huh.
It's really cool. So the game that I have been playing the most of, I bought Kingdoms of Amalur, which I'm enjoying a lot. It's fun. It's then again, I'm also the guy who liked the original Fable, so
I like the original Fable.
take my recommendations with a grain of salt, I guess. But I'm deeply enjoying it. I like the combat system, and I like how if you're playing mage, playing mage is a little more than just standing really far away and throwing spells and mashing your 1, 2, and 3 keys until whatever you're staring at is dead.
That's how it should be.
What, mashing keys or
Yes.
Okay. So, but I've like they do as a mage, they do throw you into a little bit more combat, and the weapon they give the kind of like the mage weapons. One of them is chakrams, and I think it's the coolest thing ever. Because it kind of gives you this nice not quite. It's kind of somewhere between like a medium ranged attack and a melee attack. And it's pretty. I think it's pretty cool. And what else I got? I got Betrayer, which was made by some members of the old design team that made Fear. It's a it's a survival horror kind of game set in a what? Monochrome. Yeah, it can actually have full color. There's a
but they meant it to be.
Yeah, it's meant to be monochrome, or not monochrome, but what's the other one? The one where
There's red too.
Yeah, monochrome plus red. I can't remember the art term for that, but whatever. And it's also set in. Yeah, it's like a monochrome survival horror set in this is totally not Roanoke. But looks interesting, and I got.
Isn't it Spanish settlers?
English settlers.
They're English? I thought they were Spanish in this one.
In the trailers, I thought I saw the English flag, so I assumed they were English, but it could be Spanish settlers. I don't know. Let me check that. But anyway, the last couple things.
Yeah, it's Conquistadors.
Oh, it is Conquistadors? Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Was I brain dumbing them?
Well, it's in Virginia, but...
Okay.
It says you sailed from England.
No, you sailed from England, but the oh wait, that's spoilers though. Never mind.
Alright, so never. Yeah, I'll play it and find out. So I also got that same day. I got Lone Survivor, Castle Crasher, and then I kind of wrapped up by getting Castle Crashers and Brutal Legend. Oh, and I forgot, I got Master Reboot because I was all up in that cyberpunk
Tag. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And okay, actually. Meta Steam topic. What did you guys think about? Well, for Jeff, who is has done this before. What did you think about? And I guess Christine and Glenn, because this is your first exposure to it. What did you guys think about the new?
Trading cards?
No, trading cards.
The game, the Steam Summer Adventure. I thought that was an ingenious idea. Actually, not good for the people playing it, but I thought it was an ingenious idea.
Yeah, and I was going more for the way they split up flash deals this time, where instead of doing 8 flash deals, they did 4 flash deals they chose, and 4 that the community voted on, not individually, but as a batch.
They did that before, though.
Did they?
Yeah, the last one they had a community choice, too.
I remember, I remember it being different, though. It was like a community choice of 1 game, not like a whole batch of games, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it's been a while since this breaks out. And I've blocked it out. But, I don't know, I think that I seem to remember that because I feel like the batches now, since they were grouped by tag, was more interesting. Like, we've got the cyberpunk, the cyberpunk theme group, the
zombie and alien.
Yeah, the 6 or 7 different.
The utilities tab. Which one did you vote for?
Oh, in the utility, the utility programs one.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god,
That
the thing no one wanted to vote for.
Yeah, I voted for music, because the 3D modeling tools, only one of them I recognized by name and was like, okay, yeah, I know that's a legit thing.
I thought people would use the music one more, so I put music.
Yeah, I'm surprised music did not get it.
Wait, music didn't get it?
No, it was the 3D modeling one got
Really?
that. Yeah,
Because people buy that more on a whim, I feel.
yeah.
Which is why I didn't choose it.
And so what did you guys think of broadly, like like this is going back way before the Steam sale, but now that Steam is selling game software, what do you guys think of that?
You need to budget.
Oh yeah, that
Well, you have
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you need a budget? That was interesting, I think. Like, I keep meaning to buy that, but
I didn't know Steam was selling other things besides games until that came up in the flash sale.
yeah, it's been doing it for a little over a year now, I think.
No, not a year. I think it's within this year, I feel.
It's within this year, or by this year, like
Fiscal year, sure.
I thought it was in like 2013, so like school year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right, because I don't know. My memory for that is shot.
When maybe one of you guys know, when are the Steam boxes supposed to hit?
They already hit.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they
One
already.
hit already.
Oh, but yeah. The not the Valve produced one, right?
No.
It was that third party Steam box. That was like $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When are the affordable ones gonna hit?
When Valve makes theirs, they're probably.
or never.
I think Valve's plan is to do several tiers. They're going to do like a kind of like a super nice one, a middle of the road one, and a kind of budget one.
I thought they were completely putting it into the hands of third parties.
No, I think they're making that. They're supposedly, last I had heard, making their own like in-house Steam box, but.
Oh yeah, they sent the prototypes to everybody. I don't know what the results were on that though.
I don't know if I think Valve's kind of biding their time with Steambox.
I mean, they're still working on the OS.
Yeah, and
You currently can't dual boot it, by the way.
oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Okay then.
Do you think with the advent of like sales and everything with Steam, and if Steam boxes are successful, do you think it will actually like take a dent out of console?
Console market.
No.
Yes, but not. It doesn't have the thing. I think that it's Steam.
Gradual.
I think it's going to be Steam. Like happened on PC. Steam's going to grow slowly, or not slowly. Like Steam grew rather quickly, but it wasn't like a huge explosion overnight. Like a million gajillion people were on Steam instantly. It was steadily popular over time and consistently steadily popular. And I think you're going to see that happen in the console market, not as prodigiously as it happened with PC.
Mm-hmm.
But I think even if Steambox is moderately successful, that's given how thin profit margins are in the console market right now, that would constitute a huge dent. Like, because you don't have to be in such a tight market right now. You don't have to be super successful to have an effect. Like,
I think
because the business model is so like messed up right now.
Yeah.
I think the people who would it would affect the most would be people more like Glenn, who are a bit more on the fence. Like if you hadn't built your computer, like it would be more like that. Like it. That's the people it would affect. Like people who were gonna buy consoles anyway, it wouldn't affect them at all. I think.
Not like I didn't have any of the games until I got a really nice computer.
Yeah.
So a Steam box would have been useless to me.
Well, if you hadn't built a nice computer, like you were still interested in that sort of market, so it would have been another entryway. I
If you
think.
could have gotten at console price if you could have gotten access to Steam, would you or would you have not done that?
Wait, sorry, what did you say?
So like instead of building your own custom computer, if you could have gotten at console price access to Steam, which is essentially what the Steam box is offering,
But not really.
would you have done that?
Would I have done that over getting a computer?
Yeah.
No, because I already have that. I already have that in my consoles that I own. And
Well, they don't have access to Steam, but
well, I mean, I don't have access to Steam. That's why. I don't know.
well, that's why I have a Nintendo Wii U. Like, if I have access to Steam, I can probably get away with some
Like
other things.
Steam's nice, but there's a whole bunch of other reasons why I wanted a computer, not just because of Steam, mainly because of mods and stuff.
Okay.
Make PC
Well, I mean, that
superior.
is. Yeah, PC.
But then again,
Well,
you have
Steambox is supposed to allow modding.
yeah, I mean, if you have a Steam box, you can still mod, but
Yeah, you have access to Steamworks, and so
yeah.
that gives you access to a lot of mods. Although not that it should be noted that just because you have Steamworks, it does not mean you have access to like comprehensive lists of mods, because a lot of
Or servers.
yeah,
Yeah.
for example, like Skyrim, a lot of mods come through the Nexus network. So
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of research recently since I got Skyrim with modding, and
oh man,
I've been figuring it out. And I was like, and then there's people that say that even you shouldn't even use Nexus, and then there's people that use other.
are they people that say Elder Scrolls should have stopped at Morrowind?
Yeah.
People will say that till the end of time.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that absolutely love Morrowind and still play it to this day with just mods.
Well, on a tangent, I actually think there's this thing like Elder Scrolls syndrome, where the first Elder Scrolls game you play is the best Elder Scrolls game, and all others are radically inferior.
You
Yeah.
don't see
I
that
don't
just
think
in
that's
Elder
true.
Scrolls.
I played Oblivion, and then I played Skyrim. Skyrim was way better.
I feel like with when Skyrim first came out, I heard a lot of people who started playing on Oblivion say, "Oh, it's clearly inferior to Oblivion. Oblivion's the best game that ever was."
Really?
How can anyone say that?
I heard the Morrowind thing, but Oblivion, I didn't hear that. But I can see. I mean, I put way more time into Oblivion than I did Skyrim.
I did not. I put a lot more time into Skyrim than Oblivion.
Yeah, that was me too. I got a little bored with Oblivion.
Same with me.
It was what
Okay then,
yeah.
Jeff, did you tell us your list yet?
No.
Okay, what's your list?
Wait 1 second. I'm just doing something.
Doing the math.
Yeah, sure. I'm doing the math.
With my face to this app, I can see everything you doing.
The beard came off. What? You erased the first thing I wrote.
You wrote Sonic Lover underneath my face.
That's not what I wrote the first time.
I didn't even know what you wrote the first time.
I don't know. Somebody erased it.
That would I don't know.
But
Okay
Writing
then.
under
Sorry. Okay, yeah, I'll tell you guys. Alright, so the first thing I bought, I think it was System Shock 2. No?
Ooh.
No. When did the sale start again?
It started. It looks like on the 19th, because that's when that's when my first purchase, like in a month, had been.
I think so. Maybe System Shock 2. Then, oh wait, no, that was May. Sorry, wrong month. The first thing I got was a demo. The second thing I got was a Master Reboot on Epic, which I liked quite a bit. I tried to buy Remember Me, but then I failed.
What?
Uh,
What happened?
I bought Strike Vector. I bought Payday 2, which gives me, which actually like hurts my eyes kind of like when I play it. Like I don't know if it's with the frame rate or the camera or something like that.
Is it a is?
It's a first-person shooter.
Yeah, maybe it's just that. It's just like giving me.
Do
I
you
don't know.
not usually play shooters or?
Yeah, I guess maybe that's why. But like, it was a lot more than most others that I have played. They don't usually give me like vertigo like that.
Like, the little I'd seen of Payday seemed a little like, busy, I guess.
Well, it was mostly in a tutorial where I was like just trying to aim. There was something I don't know. I have to configure it. I also got Fairy Bloom Phrygia, Oniken, Mitsurugi Kamui Hikai, Pineapple Smash Crew, Anachronox, Omicron, Actual Sunlight, Dyad, Killer is Dead, Love, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, and Lord of the Rings. Lego Lord of the Rings.
I have no mouth and I must screams on Steam.
Yeah, it's been on Steam.
What
I
is that?
not know
It's
that.
like a Harlan Ellison. There's a horror writer called Harlan Ellison. Who's like a.
Quite
Is he
famous.
still alive? I don't know.
Ellison? I think he's still alive.
Because he narrated the game, apparently.
Yeah. Well, the game came out many years ago.
Yeah, and this version of the game also comes with a story, short story.
Oh, it comes with a short story? That's very cool.
Yeah.
I looked up Ellison and it gave me Larry Ellison.
There's also a Velocity Ultra. For some reason, some purchases are coming up as Greenlight Steam Store.
He's still alive, yes.
Yeah, so there you go.
But yeah, I know I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream is a really good horror story, and from what I know of the game, it's supposed to be very, 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 very good and very disturbing.
Is it
Yeah.
indie?
It's old.
How dare you erase my art?
It's from the 90s, I believe.
Lift up your face so I can draw your. It keeps saying searching for a face.
Okay, guys.
That's racist. It's searching for your friggin' face.
Google Plus. Making noises I don't like.
But
What else did I get? I think that's it, though. The game I actually played was, I've been playing Shovel Knight, though, most of my time, so I didn't actually...
oh, yeah.
I want to get that on.
From what I understand,
so
Shovel
badly.
Knight's supposed to be like the best game to come out this year.
It's a good game.
It's the best game that was supposed to come out 15. Like,
It's not 15
20
years
years
ago. It was supposed
Like
to come out on
20
my
years ago.
birthday.
When was your birthday?
Like September 13. It was supposed to come out around there.
It is featured on Steam, so what is Shovel Knight?
It's an NES game that for some reason came out now.
Yeah, it's a throwback
Yacht
to the.
Club Games is a developer. They're people who used to work for WayForward, who made Shantae and Mighty Switch Force.
Okay.
And that remastered DuckTales game.
Yeah,
Glenn was
there's
talking
that
about.
too. They also made the Adventure Time games.
Oh, it's the same people who made the remastered DuckTales game?
They're from
They
the
quit
company.
the company, but yes. They've made their own company after they left Way Forward, but yeah, the same guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they basically just, hey, let's make an SNES game, and
No, NES game,
Just
just
now.
a regular NES.
there's a mixture of both.
Well, they have a really interesting development blog where they were talking about how they were trying to stay as much as they could within the constraints of the NES, but like at parts where it was not fun, they were just like, fuck it.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, how when they said fuck it, how far fuck it did they go? Did they go to what was possible within the SNES, or did they like? Was there anachronism showing? Did they use modern?
Well, like one of the things was the size of the game. It wouldn't fit on the NES. on an NES cartridge.
Yeah.
That's one example.
But
But there's a whole Gama Sutra article about it.
That's very interesting. And do they all like? I guess is the size of the game big enough to fit on the SNES cartridge, or you know?
Probably.
That's pretty cool.
That's what the
Well, I know the music would fit on Kirby, like all of the music.
Really, that's
the music is supposed to be fantastic.
and
I own the music.
But like one of the things was like parallax, like how the layers work wouldn't really. It's a lot like parallax and also you know how like if more than 8 sprites were
Yeah.
on the NES, you wouldn't be able to do that. They obviously didn't really bother with that because there's no need to.
stupid. Yeah.
I like how indies are bringing back like the old art style and the old harder type of games that were back.
I'm waiting for my N64 throwbacks, man. I love that art style. Everything
Oh,
looks
no
like a
one.
triangle.
You're the
Nope.
only person.
Yeah, you are.
I know I am,
I-
but I still want
The
it.
art style of the N64 did not age well at all. Where like the Super Nintendo, everyone's going back and playing those games and
Yeah,
realizing
there's
like
a lot of games now are heavily binging on nostalgia fuel.
Yeah, but Shovel Knight it does certain things like that, but it also it's its own thing. So it takes elements from certain other games. Like it's kind of like Mega Man, but not exactly like Mega Man. It's kind of like DuckTales, but not. Like it has some elements from each of those games, but it actually builds upon them like an actual game should.
That's cool.
It's not too derivative.
I do like. I mean, just talking about like art style alone, there's something about like the old sprite style that was just like it's having a comeback, like a boomerang effect nowadays.
Well, it's because people like us who are now becoming like having disposable income and being the main purchaser of games are now like, and the main developer of games are
You
reflecting
know,
on
Super Mario Brothers 3 was great. Let's do that again.
are basically reflecting on our youth. I say,
Yeah, no, that is true. That makes sense.
and the looking at this trailer for Shovel Knight, when the Shovel Knight is hopping up and down on the shovel, does anyone else flash back to Commander Keen? Or was I the only person who played that?
You're the only person I know who still talks about the game.
Wait, what game?
Commander Keen.
I loved Commander Keen. I thought that was a great game.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole like webcomic like Teen Spot I think is named after him.
Really? Oh,
Yeah. Because I know like have you guys ever? It's like a old web series. Commander Keen appeared in there. That's where I first.
That was Commander Keen was my childhood.
That's
Okay,
weird.
we have 13 minutes left, so...
13. Talk about what else?
Oh, you know what I also bought?
Okay.
I didn't buy
That's
this for
interesting.
myself, but I bought for Miho actually, Broken Age,
Oh, Broken Age.
which is a fantastic game if you haven't played it.
I haven't yet. I know.
When's the rest of it coming out?
Sorry,
We
wait.
should actually get around playing games.
Oh, when the rest of it's coming out, I don't know. That's true.
Was it not done? I thought it finished.
No, there's a second part of it supposed to come out in free update.
It's episodic. Oh,
Yeah, I heard about
No,
that, but I thought they.
There's two
It
parts. There's only two parts. There's the first half and the second half, and the second half isn't out yet.
Yeah, it apparently leaves the first part like on a major cliffhanger because it's two different stories that
come together, kind of thing.
come together and converge.
Oh, to be announced 2014. This is Kentucky Route Zero all over fucking again.
Oh God, Kentucky Route Zero. You mean how just now recently we got parts 3?
It was like a year.
Yeah. I actually need to go and play part 3.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked Kentucky Route Zero, but like, I just,
What is Kentucky Route Zero?
it's an adventure game.
It's point and click adventure game. Enjoyable.
Even
But
if you
the-
don't like point and click adventure games, I think,
Yeah.
because I don't tend to.
I
I like the game.
for you guys. in terms of like point and click adventure games, did any of you guys, when you were kids, did you ever play Pajama Sam?
Spy Fox and Dry Cereal.
I played that game.
Wait, what game?
Yeah.
Pajama Sam.
Spy Fox.
Spy.
Everything from Humongous Entertainment. That's the company's name.
No, actually, my
Yeah.
my point and click adventure game series as a child was Myst. I played Myst a lot
I
and was quite.
I once picked up a copy of Myst when I was like a lot younger, and I was like, "What the fuck is this game?" And then I threw it, and I was like, "I'm not even." So I never played Myst.
Yeah, you missed out because it's a good game. Its art style still holds up. Myst 1 is a little like its art style is a little aged, but because they did kind of that like. Basically, they just did they emulated 3D by basically you just click on sections of the picture and then transition between those images.
did Myst ever come out on the 3DO?
Not that I know of, but I don't know that well.
That's a random
I played
question.
it on-
Did you have an Atari 3DO?
My family actually bought a 3DO way back in the day, which was like, that was weird. That was a system that was like supposed to be really interesting.
By the way, you know what graphics still hold up? Puppa Goes to the Zoo.
No, it does not.
Papa Goes to the Zoo is a fantastic game. I noticed all those games are on Steam.
Yes, Myst did come out through for the 3DO.
Oh, it did? Yeah, that's how I know of it then.
Yeah, Myst. I think Myst is an excellent game, and it's fun. It's fun, and I think everybody should go back and play it.
Yeah, I actually never played it before.
Yeah, it's tough. It is kind of like as point and click puzzle games go. It's kind of tough.
But not like, I don't think it doesn't make you laugh when you fail like other classic games that people finally look back on.
It's more serious than that. It doesn't have the advantage of like being comedy, so you can not make failing frustrating as hell. So failures can get pretty frustrating in this, but it's very pretty. The environments are very pretty to look at, so all the walking around you have to do is kind of alleviated by, it's super pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have 7 minutes and a half left.
Yeah.
Christine, any comments?
I was just thinking about what you were saying about point and click games, and that got me thinking about, there was this game I used to play in a computer class in high school when I didn't want to pay attention to what the teacher was saying.
You
And it was-
freaking rebel.
Yeah, I know, right? And it was this point and click game, and it was on Newgrounds, and it was about you're trapped in this house.
You talking about The Room?
Wait, what?
The Room?
Maybe it's The Room, or maybe it was like, because I know there were 3 versions of The Room, but I think it was like the 3rd one. But it was really, really disturbing, and I can't find it, and I want to play it again. And that is.
Have you, in that vein, did you ever play Ex Mortis on Newgrounds?
No.
You'd like that. That's it's kind of in a similar vein. It's like in fact, wasn't it maybe the same guy?
Wait, what?
The Room was the one where you were trapped in the room and there was like a bed, and it turned out you were. Yeah. So yeah, I think the same guy made this game called Ex Mortis, or 2 games, 2 point-and-click adventure games called Ex Mortis. They're like both were called Ex Mortis. One was like Ex Mortis 2. They were really clever. Ex Mortis.
All one word?
No, 2 words. X and then space Mortis. Mortis.
No, 12 Mortis.
Oh man.
Ex Mortis was. I don't want to it was a really well done horror game, especially since it was done for a browser game. It was especially well done, and the ending for that is, I think, pretty good.
Well, I think Newgrounds has a lot of good games, even still.
Yeah.
I think we should do an episode on Newground games.
Is
So.
Newgrounds still around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think maybe next week browser games episode.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, I could talk about
Okay.
Adventure Quest.
Yeah.
I'm actually,
Not really. I'm not talking about the game.
I mean, now that I have a computer, and to bring it back to like the Steam and everything, it's nice how Steam has really opened it up for indie developers to get their games out there, because a lot of
Yeah, though a lot of indies are now complaining about that.
why
Well, because there's a the money that you have to put into it kind of is also a thing, and they kind of
Yeah.
opened it
Yeah,
up
but-
so you're getting a lot of mobile ports, which I'm not so happy about.
Yeah. And
Oh,
Yeah, and people are getting pushed off of the Steam main page like a lot faster than they used to.
how does it work in order to get onto the Steam page as an indie developer?
Green light or you just get
Fuck
on.
if I know.
yeah, it's now that Steam has become so popular, it's now much harder to get onto the indie games page.
Well, it's more like it's a lot easier for everyone, even people who not necessarily get on.
Yeah.
There's one, but also Greenlight. One thing that's annoying me is that there's one game in particular. The Real Texas is a game that I really like, and it for whatever reason I see all these like other like mobile ports and stuff that are getting on it, but then the Real Texas isn't. I think it's a game that really deserves.
Well,
You should. It's on GOG right now, so you should get it.
Well then, well, probably in the future we should probably do a green light games we think should be greenlit episode.
Okay then. Well, that's my list done because I don't pay attention to green light.
Yeah, I don't really understand the entire process of it.
So basically,
It's been getting weirder.
the intent was that Valve gets a lot of requests to be on Steam, like from like game companies. It's like, hey, we
From
want to get
without
on-
publishers specifically.
Yeah. And they were like, we can't possibly respond to all these, even though we know there are good games in there that we're missing. So let's leave it to the community to decide what they want to play. And it is an ongoing experiment, but it's been kind of a mixed bag.
They're gonna abolish it soon, though.
What?
Yeah.
They've been talking about closing it soon.
Yeah.
Really? I thought they were.
Nope.
Nope, they're talking about closing it? Okay, well, in that case, it was somewhat of a failed experiment to try and get the community to decide what they would like to play, and it's a lot greenlit. Some others that were less so good got greenlit. And,
Really?
yeah, a lot of really terrible games wound up on greenlight.
How is that
Okay, so we have 2 minutes left.
possible though? If, like, it's just based off popularity.
Well, it's not just that. They also start like the floodgates like just opened up. They were like accepting stuff that didn't even seem like it got that many votes.
Yeah, because like if you have a publisher already, it's a lot easier now.
Huh.
So like Greenlight
Yeah,
was
exactly.
for people without publishers, like just
Yeah.
Yeah, it got
If they
weird.
close it down, what are they gonna have in its place?
free and laissez faire.
Really?
Okay,
Talking about
so-
making it laissez-faire?
Yeah, just
That-
even more fucking open.
Yeah, that's not a great idea, I don't think.
Libertarian paradise.
Yeah, well,
Tends not to be a paradise.
that's yeah. For those of you out there who played BioShock, you saw how that goes.
That's more
Well, that's
objectivism.
technically objectivist, which is close. It is
Objectivism and
close.
libertarianism share, at least economically, they're functionally the same thing. Philosophically and socially, there's a big difference, but I mean, economics is generally what matters in that kind of thing.
Okay then, so I think that's about the time we have.
Because you know how much I love Ayn Rand.
Oh, Ayn Rand's the best. I love Ayn Rand.
She's a
Captain
fun
America's
character.
better.
What?
Nothing.
Just-
What did you think?
How did Captain America just get compared to Andrew Rand?
I think I agree with that statement. Captain America is absolutely better than Ayn Rand.
I don't know.
He would love Atlas Shrugged.
I mean, Ayn Rand is
Captain
is
America was
Are you saying Iron
Okay.
Man or Iran?
Ayn Rand.
Ayn Rand.
Oh.
I would love uh, Captain America meets Ayn Rand.
I literally thought
In
you
Iron
were
Man.
saying Iron Man, which is why I made that statement.
Like, Ayn Rand would love Captain America, but Captain America would not love Ayn Rand.
Yeah, Captain America would not be a fan of Ayn Rand.
I think she'd probably be a fan of Tony Stark, though.
She would be a fan of both of them, honestly.
Yeah, for disturbing reasons.
Yep, so, on that...
She'd be an Avenger.
We'll call
She'd
that
be
a
a Tony,
note.
a Stark, Rogers shipper.
Yeah.
Okay, on that, we'll call a note.
Yeah.
I think we're done.
Yeah, on that note. Goodbye,
On that note.
Internet.
Good night, Internet,
Shitty fun fact.
and sleep pleasant, Tony Stark / Steve Rogers dreams.
Go have nightmares.
Nightmares.
I had to block like Avengers on Tumblr.
Really?
I was really tired of like seeing fucking people talking about Avengers. Because by the end of it, I had already seen the movie too many times, just living vicariously through Tumblr, and I was like, "Fuck it, you made me hate this movie."
Okay, I think we're done. Goodbye.
Good night.
Night.
Yeah.